Hello, my name is Father Jim McGuinn and I'm the rector here at the Malvern Retreat House. And welcome to these short videos that we're producing to explain some of the exciting things that are happening in the 2020 retreat year. I've been here for about 10 months and I've given a lot of the retreats so far, and I've learned about the retreats here at Malvern. Also, I've observed a lot of the retreats over these 10 months, and I've been listening to a lot of people who have shared with me some of their insights and feedback about the retreats that they've attended over the years. What I'd like to do is to go through the present schedule of the retreat and share with you some of the concerns and some of the suggestions that people have shared with me over the years. Here we are with the traditional 2019 schedule. 5 o'clock is registration in the libraries, but that's really inaccurate. Registration is in the dining room. 6:30 is Angelus, followed by dinner in the dining room. 7:15 is the welcome after the dinner. And at 7:40, there's the new retreatant orientation. Lots of times, new retreatants are not attending that orientation. And some retreatants, especially those who have only gone once or twice, are kind of looking for an update on how to make a good retreat and what to expect from it. That's been a little bit of the feedback that we have. At 8:15 there's the conference in Upper McShane, and at 9 o'clock there's a celebration of the Eucharist in Upper McShane as well. There's been the recommendation that more of the masses and the prayer services should be held in the chapel if they can. So we're going to be revisiting that in a little while. At 9:45, there's night prayer with the examination of conscience. Again, everybody stays in Upper McShane for that. At 10 o'clock, there's the transfer of the Blessed Sacrament, but this is from several years ago where we actually transferred the Blessed Sacrament to the oratories. Now the Blessed Sacrament is in the oratories and the tabernacles are simply opened. 10:15 is exposition in the oratories. And at 10:15 is also an open AA meeting. Let's take a look now at Saturday morning. Everything is supposed to be optional on a retreat. So at 7 o'clock, someone knocks on your door to wake everybody up. If someone's knocking at your door, it's not quite optional. Then at 7:20, everybody is supposed to be back at their bedroom door to say the Angelus, but lots of people have already left, and again, it's not optional. 7:30 is morning prayer, and it's a series of prayers that are read from the stewardship booklet. At 7:50, there's the flag ceremony, followed by breakfast, but unfortunately, where the flag ceremony is held is not listed on the schedule. So that's not very friendly to new retreatants or people who might not know where it's being held. After the flag ceremony and breakfast, there's a conference at 9 o'clock, and there's not a lot of time to get from breakfast to the conference in Upper McShane, especially when 200, maybe 300 people need to move through the single door at the end of the dining room. So we're going to take a look at that. As we continue on Saturday morning, 10:15 is the reconciliation service. That's in Upper McShane. Again, that's something that we probably could hold in the chapel. And then there's individual confessions. Mass is at 12:15, and at 1:15 is the guest speaker. As we all know, one of the hardest times to stay awake and to keep people engaged is right after lunch. So 1:15 is a bit of a challenge for the guest speaker. At 2:15, there's the question and answer reflection, but this has caused some confusion because sometimes the guest speaker thinks he or she does the question and answer, and then sometimes the retreat director thinks that he's supposed to do it. 3 o'clock is the celebration of the Eucharist in Upper McShane rather than the chapel. 4 o'clock is the Way of the Cross, and then there's some free time. After that free time, 6 o'clock is dinner in the dining room, preceded by the Angelus. 7 o'clock is the Rosary. 7:30 is the conference once again in Upper McShane. And at 8:15, there's the transfer of the Blessed Sacrament. Again, we're not transferring the Blessed Sacrament. And then at 8:30, there's benediction and the exposition of the Blessed Sacrament with the new retreat and ceremony. A lot of people feel that having the new retreat and ceremony in front of the Blessed Sacrament isn't the best place to do that. As always, we have coffee in Danish at 9:15 on Saturday night. And finally, let's take a look on Sunday morning. 7 o'clock is Rise. Again, someone knocks at your door. 7:20, everybody's expected to be in their bedroom door. Then things really speed up on a Sunday morning. 7:25 is morning prayer. 7:45 is the flag ceremony, followed by breakfast. 8:45 is the conference in Upper McShane. Then there's faith sharing. Sometimes the faith sharing is done well and with some order and direction, and sometimes it goes all over the place. And then the 10 o'clock celebration of the Eucharist. What we're going to do now is take a look at the new 2020 retreat year schedule with the improvements and modifications introduced.